All right. Hello, everyone. This is Noelle Cruz, Presidential Diamond with It Works Global. Thank you guys so much for hopping on our Zoom today. I've missed you guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you. We were traveling for a leaders retreat, and then we had a death in the family, and it's just been a little bit crazy, but it's so good to see some of your faces. So thank you guys so much for getting on today. So today is actually going to be a little bit of an open forum. I want to do Q&A with you guys. I want to get down to some nitty-gritty stuff as far as what do you need in order to be doing to build your business, okay? What are some tangible tips you can be putting into practice every single day? What do you need from me and Jamie as your leadership, okay? But I just want to, just no matter where you are in your business, whether you just started this week, or you started last month, or you started 3 years ago, whatever it may be, you can choose any time in your business to say, today is a fresh day. This is the start of something brand new. And what does that look like when you start something brand new? When you come into this business, you have to come in balls to the walls, okay? There is no trickling into this business. There is no I'm just gonna dabble and see what I can do with it. You can do that, but you won't be successful, okay? And I feel like a lot of people come into this business with the goal of, I'm gonna bring in $1,000 a month for my family, right? Doesn't seem like a very big goal, right? $1,000 a month, and that's totally doable. But what they do is they come in and they say, well, I'm gonna talk to 2 people this week, and I'm gonna talk to 2 people next week. And after about 6 weeks, they get really, really discouraged because the handful of people that they've actually talked to are not joining them. Or if they did join them, they became customers, and then their paycheck is $25 instead of $800 or $1,000. And that can get discouraging really quickly, right? So when you come into this business, you have to think this is like you're an airplane and you're on a runway. And in order to get your business off the ground, you have to get that plane off the runway and into the sky. And that means that you have to give it 100% full throttle until you get your business off the ground. And if you're not willing to give it that 100%, you're going to be on that runway for a really, really, really long time, and you're going to have to circle back around and start from scratch. And then you get to the end of the runway again, and you have to circle back around and start from scratch again and again and again. And you're going to get really, really frustrated, okay? So you have to give it 100%. Can't give it 50%. You can't give it 80%. You have to give it 100%. And that's going to look different for all of you, because some of you have no kids, and some of you have 12 kids, and some of you don't work a job, and some of you work 80 hours a week, and some of you are a single mom, and some of you have a full-time income from your spouse. And it's going to look different for everybody. But no matter what that thing is, you figure out what it is, what's going to be the best thing for your family, okay? But you have to figure out how to get plugged in. So you being on this Zoom today is great. So I want you guys to post some questions in the chat. I want to be able to hit on what you are specifically dealing with right now. What can we deal with? And while you are posting some questions, I'm just going to hit on some of the events that are happening just in the next couple of weeks. You guys, there is a One Team One Mission in Virginia, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota, Alabama, another one in Palm Beach, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Indiana, New Jersey, Georgia, Alabama, Missouri, Indiana. There's a boot camp in Phoenix. There's boot camps in Spain, France, Germany, United Kingdom, and then there's a boot camp in Grand Rapids, Michigan that Jamie and I will both be at. I'm super excited about that. And then you guys, Green Carpet is coming up, and you need to save the dates for Green Carpet. That's going to be June 23rd and 24th, which means that your travel dates should probably be June 22nd through June 25th. Now, personally, I'm actually going to be getting in June 17th and leaving June 24th. But I will be there the entire week prior, and I actually have some really fun things planned at the beach house that we rented for you guys. So if you want to come in earlier and spend some extra time, you are absolutely welcome. But make sure that you save those dates, June 23rd to 24th. The tickets for that are going to be going on sale this month, and they're typically around $50 or $60 if it's like it was in the past. So make sure that you're selling a couple wraps and saving money for that, because Green Carpet is the second most pivotal event that you will go to in each year. Number 1 is conference. Number 2 is Green Carpet. Number 3 are the boot camps. Number 4 are the One Team One missions, okay? So it's really, really important to get plugged into these corporate events. But just make sure that you are saving the dates, and make sure that you're getting on your Wired app weekly and finding any any one team, one mission, anything that is within a couple of hours drive of you. And if it's a boot camp, you guys get on a plane and get to a boot camp. They are that important. If I did not have one here in Michigan, I would be flying to Phoenix for one. So just make sure. So, and if you guys are local, not local, but if you are within, a 10 or 12 hour drive and you're coming to Michigan, let me know who's coming to Michigan, because Jamie and I want to spend time with you, and we have some fun stuff planned even after the fact. Okay, so let's hit on some questions. Diana says, I'm hitting a little bit of a brick wall with getting distributors. I'm not 100% sure I'm approaching this correctly. What's the best way to approach a potential distributor? Okay, so that is a really open-ended question, Diana, because it's going to be different with every single situation. But I think the most important thing to remember when you're talking to a potential distributor is you're going to focus on what do they need. We are in the business of serving other people. We are in the business of always asking, whether they're a potential customer or a potential distributor, what do they need? Okay, and when you can figure out their reason, like what exactly are they looking for? Do they have credit card debt? Do they want to be home with their kids? Do they want an extra family vacation? Do they need to get a new car? Whatever that thing is, you're going to be able to talk to them from a place of that need. Instead of pushing yourself on them, you're going to create a need within them, because you're going to find that, and then you can have a conversation. Does that make sense? So even for a potential customer, I always ask potential customers, what are your goals? And if they tell me that they want to lose 50 pounds, but they can only spend $25 a month, then we kind of adjust their expectations a little bit, right? Because I can help you lose 50 pounds. But if you're only going to spend $25 a month, then we're going to have to, get your butt in the gym 5 days a week and adjust your diet like crazy, right? Most people aren't willing to do that. And so we just have to either adjust your budget or adjust your goals or adjust your activity level or something. So when you are talking to a potential distributor, it's just a matter of listening and then offering them something of value, something that they can't refute. Okay. Jamie, do you have anything you want to add on that? No. Okay. And Jamie doesn't really have a voice, so she's kind of here observing, and yeah, she's sick. Carla says, I'm having issues with people saying they will not order and ask for the website because they won't give me their info. They never order, and I follow the 3-3 rule. Any other suggestions? I personally don't recommend the 3-3 rule. I feel like that is something that has been done in the past, and I feel like that's one of those things that has made people not like It Works distributors. Because all they see on their timeline is it works, it works, it works, it works, it works. I've been sponsoring quite a few people from my church. And I had somebody that I go to church with say, so-and-so joined as a distributor, and I'm going to have to start, unfollowing all of you guys because because they basically, everybody copies my stuff and they all post the same stuff. And then she's seen the same post 12 times. Because we're all a part of MOPS and we're all a part of the same church, and and I'm like, I'm so sorry, that's really frustrating. So personally, I love lifestyle posts. You can incorporate your products and your business into your lifestyle every single day, because if you're using the products, you can take a picture of yourself using the products. If you are doing something because you made an extra $5, you can incorporate that into a business post. And so most of my posts are lifestyle posts. I obviously will do opportunity posts where I say, who's looking to lose, do a cleanse post or a ThermoFit post or, something like that. One of those posts that's actually going to reach out and grab people and kind of help you compile a list of potential customers for that specific product, which I think is amazing. But the 3-3 rule, I think, can be a little overwhelming. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's, 3 lifestyle posts, 3 product posts. I can't even think, per day, something. It was literally such a long time ago that we used to do that. It's just a lot of posts.
Inspirational posts,
which you can never, it's really, really good. I recommend having an inspirational post every day, lifestyle posts every day, product posts every day, something completely unrelated to the business at all posts every single day, doing a Facebook Live multiple times a week or every day if you can. But I feel like the 3-3 rule where you've got 3 before, it was actually supposed to be 3 before and afters a day. So imagine if you were posting 3 before and after pictures every single day. Your friends are probably going to be like, tired of this, right? Whereas if you have maybe a picture of you in the morning, drinking your greens and, saying, I'm so happy that, I don't have to have coffee anymore because this gives me the energy that I need. And then maybe that night you have something about you using your exfoliating peel, where you have two different things separated throughout the day, totally different, but it's you personally using the products. It's not as invasive, I should say. But your original question was, you're having issues with people saying they'll order and ask for your website. So what I do when somebody asks for my website is I say, are you ready to order right now? And then they'll say, no, I can't order until Friday. Okay, great. I'll get back with you on Friday. And then I get back with them on Friday and same thing. Hey girl, are you still, are you ready to order that ThermoFit? I'm super excited for you to start getting some results and losing some weight. And if they say, yes, I'm ready. Okay, great. Can I walk you through it right now? Or would you like to give me your information? What would be easier for you? Because this is all about them. Personally, it's so much easier for me to give somebody my credit card information for them to enter it into the computer, but there are a lot of people who aren't trusting. And so you say, what would be easier for you? And if they say, I will do it on my own, okay, great. Are you ready to get ordered right now? And if they say yes, then I'm going to send them that I'm going to send them the exact steps to get through my website. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. And then I'm going to give them about 15 minutes. And if and then I'm going to message them and I'm going to say, hey, did that go through okay? And then they're either going to ignore me, which means that they didn't do it yet, or they aren't going to do it today, or they'll say, yep, it worked great. I got my stuff on its way. Or they'll message you because they have a question. And if they ignore you, you just put them on your list of follow-ups because they told you that they want to order a product. They told you that they were going to order a product, and then they didn't do it, which means it's now follow-up time. But either way, I do not give them my website until they are ready to order that product, like right then and there. And then I text them, I message them the step. Okay, Rachel. I'm mass enrolling distributors, but I feel like they are dropping off within their first month because they are not seeing immediate results. I know we can only inspire, but I feel like it's reflection on my leadership skills. What is it that you do to get your distributors going before they get their kit? Oh, girl. Welcome to the club. That is, even as a presidential diamond, I can say that struggle never goes away. Every time I bring a distributor into the business and they drop off within the first few weeks or the first couple of months, I feel like that's a reflection on me as a leader. Because at the end of the day, like, I know that it's not my responsibility to run their business, but I always say, well, it's my responsibility because I sponsored them, right? But it's not your responsibility. When somebody comes into this business, they come into this business for themselves. And if they are not going to work their business and they are not going to talk to new people and they are not going to, get you on the phone with their potentials or, get their people on the phone with their upline, their diamond upline, or whatever it may be, and they're not going to plug into calls and they're not going to go to events, there is absolutely nothing that you can do about that, okay? But what can you do? You can help them schedule a party, a launch party immediately, online or in person. You can give them specific scripts that they can use to actually post about their business right away. You can teach them the way to talk to people so that their friends and family don't get immediately turned off by them spamming them with mass messages and emails and Facebook posts, things like that. One of the things that I've done in the past is when I enroll a new distributor, I will say, okay, tell me, write down a list of people who've had a baby in the last 12 months. Okay, write down a list of people, everybody who comes to mind when you think of somebody who just really loves to eat. Write down a list of people, of anybody who just has a stressful job or a stressful marriage, or they have more than 2 children, or whatever it may be, and as they write down these names, we're going to put products next to each of those names. And then what I can say is I can say, okay, guess what? We're going to call so-and-so right now. And then we call them together. And then that's a way to actually help them through some conversations right off the bat. If you don't want to do that, you can do 3-way messages. I love getting people on the phone because it's quick, it's easy. You can answer their questions. You can take down their reservations. We always say, when I have somebody put me on a 3-way call, this is my friend Noelle. Never this is my sponsor. Never this is my upline. That sounds scary. We never say 3-way call. We say, can we do a chat with my girlfriend Noelle? Super, super simple. Jamie is really, really good at this. I know that that's how we used to train our distributors in the past 100% of the time. And for potential distributors, we would always do 3-way calls. So my question is, Rachel, are they duplicating what you're doing? Okay. You are mass enrolling distributors. That's awesome. Okay. So now what you need to focus on with those distributors is getting each of them their 4 customers right off the bat, because that's going to give them a win. But ultimately, if they're not willing to sit down and make a list with you and call some people with you or message some people with you, there's absolutely nothing you can do. But give them all the resources that they need, and then let them know. I typically will keep in pretty close contact with my distributors for their first 4 to 6 weeks. After that, I'm here. I'm always here. I will always be here. But if you're not reaching out to me, then I'm not going to micromanage you, and I'm definitely not going to chase you down. I don't even have time to chase my own kids, let alone all you guys. That's just crazy. So yeah, that just, it is what it is. Okay, Tara, I cannot enroll distributors to save my life. I was doing good with signing loyal customers at the end of last month, but I haven't been able to sign anyone in 2 weeks. I'm posting what they say to post in Black Diamond, but I'm having no hits. I'm getting discouraged. Okay, so this is a really great question. And I want you guys to keep in mind, and Tara, keep in mind that Cami Dempsey, who was our #1 money earner and is now the field development, whatever her name is. Well, I don't even know what her description is. Officer of Field Development? Okay, something. I don't know. She's amazing. Cami Pentecost Dempsey is Mark Pentecost's oldest daughter. She's absolutely incredible. She was our #1 money earner. She was a Black Diamond, and now she's in the field helping us. I actually just got a Marco Polo message from her the other day. It was amazing just to get that personal interaction from her. First of all, she started and quit her business twice. And then she started a 3rd time. And that 3rd time she started her business, she did not sign a distributor for 6 months. Her first distributor came 6 months into her business, okay? So you need to put that into some perspective. Denise Walsh, who's also a Black Diamond, who is our #2 money earner right now, her first paycheck was $23. Okay, so all of you out there who are like, my paycheck is small, my paycheck is only $100, my paycheck is only $60. Well, you're doing better. You are doing better, and you have the potential to grow your check to multiple 6 figures a month if you keep going, and if you are persistent enough, and if you continue to plant the seeds, water the garden, follow up, do it again, do it again, do it again. So with distributors, you guys have to keep in mind, what are you putting out there? The posts that are in Black Diamond are a template. You can use them, and I recommend using them because some of the stuff that's put out there is phenomenal. I don't recommend using them when they are put out. Why do I say that? Because when somebody goes in and says, hey, go post this, well, if 200 people go post it right then, what's that going to do? According to the Facebook algorithm, that's going to hide that post from all of your friends. There's going to be 0 circulation on that post. So what I would personally do is I would wait a week, and then I would post it, because that's going to give you a little bit more exposure. I would also change some of the wording. I would add some emojis. I would personalize it just a little bit, maybe add a photo to go along with it. And I would just change it up, okay? If you want to change a photo and change the pixelation on a photo so that Facebook circulates it more, you can use WordSwag or any other app, PixArt, and you can actually go in there and just put a little emoji or put your website, fade it out just in the corner or something super simple like that, completely changes the entire photo, okay? And that will completely change your circulation level on Facebook. However, the most important thing about signing distributors is you need to be attracting your distributors. We are not out there to hunt people down. We're out there as like fishermen. And guys, I'm just going to be really honest with you. 95% of my distributors come from people messaging me. What do you do? Tell me about this freedom that you have for your family. Tell me about how I can join your team. I've been watching you. Or even just getting messages from people. And I swear I have people join my team just based off of like being inspirational, because I'm happy and I'm motivational and I'm whatever, all of these things that I have kind of taught myself to become. But if you're putting things out there that are negative, that are, I mean, just hateful, that are discouraging, that are sad, that are any of those things. And guys, I see this a lot on a lot of different people's profiles. That makes me want to leave your page, not stay there. And you want to be posting things on Facebook that make people want to stay on your page and make people want to get to know you a little bit more, versus saying, oh, she's complaining again. Oh my gosh, that's the 5th time I've heard that this week, anything like that. So just keep in mind what you personally are putting out there, and you want to draw people to you in this business, but then also just be consistent. I mean, there is nothing more I can say except for be consistent. And if you are having conversations with potential distributors, but they're going the wrong way, that's a really good time to reach out to your upline, your diamond upline, and say, hey, how should I go about this conversation? And honestly, if you have, I mean, for every conversation, if you are within your first 6 months in the business, because I consider your first 6 months, you're new. Okay. If you've been in this business for less than 6 months, you are new. So if you are new in this business and you have not been mass enrolling customers and mass enrolling distributors, if you just don't have that quite down yet, if you're not able to complete your steps of success in a month, I would say be messaging your diamond upline every single time you're talking to somebody so they can walk you through that conversation. How should it look? Okay. What would they do? And that, honestly, just to go back, little rabbit trail, one of the things that allowed me to be connected and successful right off the bat was that I wasn't afraid to reach out to my upline, my tip-top upline. Guys, I came into this business and the first thing I did was I sent Jeree and Chad friend requests. Okay. They at the time were double diamonds. Very quickly became triple diamonds and very quickly became presidentials. And within, I think, a year and some months in the business, they were ambassadors. Okay. So, I mean, but immediately, the first thing I did when I signed, I sent them a friend request. I got connected with my upline. And then guess what the next thing was I did? I got to an event and I introduced myself to Melody McFarlane, Maria Napoli, Tina Hatcliffe. Okay. I made sure to introduce myself. I made sure to get their phone numbers, ask if I could call them, friend them on Facebook. Like, I was intentional with that. And now I can call Melody. I can call Tina. I can call Maria. I can call Chad and Jeree whenever I want, because I wasn't afraid to say, hey, you need to know who I am because I am a distributor on your team and I'm going to make this work for me. And so I can reach out to them at any point in time and know that I'm going to get an answer. Every single one of you can reach out to any of your diamond and above uplines anytime. And we are here 100% of the time. But if you don't ask, we can't help you. So always use the chain of command. If you're on Amanda's team, let's say you're on Patty's team. If you're on Patty Miller's team, you're going to reach out to Patty first, and then Amanda second, and then Jamie third, and then me fourth, etc. Right? Chain of command. If you're on Montana's team, you're going to reach out to Montana, and then Brooke, and then Jamie, and then me, etc. Right? If you're on my team, you're going to come straight to me. If you're on Jamie's team, you're going to go straight to Jamie. I would be a secondary resource for you. But you guys, we are here for you. So make sure that you are present, because just like I said, I don't have time. None of us have time to chase you. Most of us have 3-4 more kids, lots of kids to chase around. And we want to help you guys with your business, but we don't know what you need. So just let us know. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about the products for just a minute. You having a personal testimony with the products is going to be super, super important. Okay. So I want you to make a decision today. What 2 to 3 products are you personally going to be using hardcore every day, every week, so that you can get some results? I was just talking to somebody earlier who had joined my team back in 2014, and life just hit her hard, and life is continuing to hit her. And we are going to figure out how she can get started again and how she can actually use the products, because when she started as a distributor before, she never even put a wrap on her body. Why? Because she couldn't afford it. Okay, so we're talking about how she can sign customers, how she can use her wrap rewards, how she can be wrapping herself with those $25 boxes of wraps, because honestly, that's even more than she can afford right now. She is going to do it because she has made a decision that she is almost 40 years old and she needs a change and she's tired of being broke, So we're gonna make this happen for her, but she is going to be committed to using those wrap rewards that she's going to get from signing her customers. So I want you guys to write down 2 to 3 things right now that you are going to focus on that you're going to do your own 90-day challenge with over the next 3 months. You're going to do a personal 90-day challenge, and you're going to put this out there to your Facebook friends and family. Hey guys, I'm super excited. I'm starting my own 90-day challenge with these products. These are the results I'm hoping to get. Would anybody like to join me? And tag me in it so I can see what your guys' challenges are going to be. You know, I'm really, really excited, because if people are not seeing that you're personally getting results, they're not going to want to use what you have. Okay. There's always different ways to promote, to market differently and to market better. And one of the things that I often see is I see people that use the products and kind of believe in them, but don't really know how to market their business well. And so maybe if they are dieting like crazy, they're getting on Facebook and they're saying, oh my gosh, this diet is so amazing. And they're a Knitworks distributor. Why would you do that? Right? Do you guys get that? Do you get that at all? Like, oh my gosh, I just lost 10 pounds this week because I'm doing keto or paleo, or I don't even care. Pick your diet. Whatever. Or I just took, what's a laxative? I can't even think. I just did 3 days of laxatives from Walmart and I just lost 10 pounds. Does that sound like something that would grow your business as a Knitworks distributor? Probably not. But it does sound like something that would put some money in Walmart's pocket, or would, you know, make some keto groups or some paleo groups or whatever more popular. But you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there, right? So you want to make sure that you are marketing smart, okay? And if you need help with marketing, again, we're all here and would love to help you with some verbiage and some wording. Okay, Victoria. Yeah, Victoria is a comeback kid. She signed up with me 3 times. 3rd time's the charm, right, Victoria? And now instead of having 4 kids, she has 8. I'm pretty sure. So yay, we're making it work. And if you don't know what to post, you can always message me, and you can always poke around at what I've got going on and create your own. That's my favorite thing, you guys, is for you guys to kind of come on over to our Facebook pages and just use it as inspiration and create your own post off of what we've done. Say, I'm going to take a picture like that with my kids, or I'm going to go outside my house and take a picture like this, or I'm going to change around this verbiage and make sure that it fits to my lifestyle. So whatever, it absolutely doesn't even matter how many times you're come back. It's the fact that you're here and that you're working. And I mean, another tip for posting, you guys, is you can actually go back to leaders' pages and scroll back through their timeline and see what they posted a couple of weeks ago. Repost that, because it recirculates it. But if you're posting something the day of somebody else that posted it, it's not going to get circulated very much. Okay, let's read this. What can I be doing more of to help get loyal customers interested? You can be using the products. Absolutely. Be using the products and be talking about the results that you're getting. Talk about your personal customers' results. And if you don't have customers yet and you don't have results yet, you can share other people's stories. Facts tell, but stories sell 100% of the time. So Jamie actually just started a really good feed in Black Diamond page about inspirational business stories. But there are so many success stories surrounding the products and different things like that as well. That's a really, really great way to get customers. But obviously, you guys, this is just a show and tell game. So you want to make sure that you are posting before and after pictures. And you know what? If you don't want to post it like on your actual timeline, put a little blurb in there and then say pictures in the comments, okay? And then do it as the top comment right there. Drop a picture or whatever, but you have to be posting before and after pictures consistently. Do not be afraid to post those. Don't post multiple pictures a day, okay? It's a little overwhelming. Your Facebook friends might be like, oh my gosh, all she posts are pictures of people that need to lose weight or have stretch marks or whatever, you know? So don't do that, but post something every single day surrounding the products. And if you're posting you using the products and how you're incorporating it into your life, if you're doing a Facebook Live of you having, your greens or a shake, things like that. Do a Facebook Live of you rapping. That is what's going to get people interested. But again, you have to be consistent day in and day out. Not a day goes by 365 days a year that you do not post something about your products or about your business. Every single day. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Easter, 4th of July, 365 days a year. Always, 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 always. And you know what? People are going to come to you because they see that you're consistent, you're professional, and you're excited about what you do. Chad and I are very approachable. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. Okay. Molly says, I use my commissions to go back into my business right now until I hit diamond. Awesome. That is so great. Okay. Diana says, corporate is not allowing me to use my results due to them being too dramatic. Do you have any suggestions for the best way to share my results without the picture? Absolutely. Tell people that you want to share your results and then private message it to them. Guys, corporate, let's just be honest, they're just dumb sometimes, okay? There are a lot of pictures they do not approve for whatever reason. There is no rhyme or reason except for the person sitting behind that computer is having a bad day that day. They might be PMSing. I don't really know. But sometimes the results are too dramatic. I have some of my distributors send me results and I'm like, oh, there's no way those are going to get approved. Your results are amazing. And we need to cater to the average person, right? But then sometimes results that should get approved don't. And results that shouldn't get approved do. And I'm just really confused. And it's not that it's because there's individuals like you and me that are sitting on the side of a computer and they're actually judging what goes through and what doesn't. And sometimes they just make a bad judgment call. Okay. So I suggest submitting your pictures again, but definitely private message your pictures to people and keep them on your phone. That is when I share my personal photos more often than any other time. Is I get them on my phone, or I have them on my phone, and when I'm out and about meeting somebody, I'm like, have you ever tried this crazy wrap thing? And they're like, no, does it work? And I'm like, oh my gosh, hold on. And then I pull out my phone, I show my pictures, and I'm like, it works. Isn't this amazing? And that is how I can share my pictures with them. So super, super simple, just private message, guys. If your results are not getting approved, which my results aren't approved either, just private message them to people. Okay. I have to leave in about 12 minutes. So I'm going to do a couple more. I'm going to scroll through here and look at a couple more questions. All right. I can't get my customers to post before and after pictures of themselves. That is totally fine. Just ask if you can use them. Ask if you can take their photos and submit them to corporate, and then you can use them yourself. And you can share your customers' testimonies. I share my customers' testimonies all the time, but I don't attach their name to it. And and a lot of the time they'll say, that's fine if you use my story as long as you don't tag me in it. Totally fine. You can even use their name. It could be Sarah. There's like a bazillion Sarahs in the world. You can say Sarah, just don't tag them. Okay. At Freedom U, they stated how we shouldn't be claiming weight loss with the cleanse, but I see lots of distributors doing it. What are your thoughts on this? What should we do? True. If you submit if you submit a results photo with weight loss with the cleanse, they will deny it. Why? I don't have an answer for that. However, you can post about, I don't even know. That's not even, I don't even know. Because the cleanse, for some people, causes weight loss. For some people, it actually causes weight gain before it causes weight loss. I actually talked to one of my customers last night who gained 4 to 5 pounds with her cleanse. And I talked to her about how that happens and why that happens, and, how I've seen weight loss, come up to 3 weeks later. But what happens for most people is they want to see your body de-bloating, okay? Because everybody's body is different. Just like the wraps are not a weight loss wrap, but for some people, they might lose weight with their wraps. Same thing with the cleanse. I'm not really sure why we can't market it as a weight loss product. But if you do want to specifically market it as a weight loss product, market it within the system, because the system is a weight loss system and the cleanse is part of the system. So if you would like to advertise it specifically for weight loss, definitely just advertise it within the system. So, okay. What else, Jamie? What else were we going to talk about? There was something. What other questions do you guys have? I have a couple of minutes. Jamie's thinking. I just want you guys to, first of all, reach out, okay? But I want you to work on developing yourselves, okay? Jamie, Amanda, myself, any other leader that we have on here. My screen is super small, so I can't even see everybody who's on here. Marie is on here. We have not gotten to where we are without a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? And that is the number one thing that knocks people out of the game. So every single day, you need to be spending some time to work on yourself. And what happens is if you do spend time working on yourself and developing yourself, that's going to pour out of you. It's going to pour out of you on social media. It's going to pour out of you to your team. They're going to feel that love. They're going to see that inspiration. People are going to be drawn to you. And then they are going to want to join your team because that is attraction marketing at its core. But I want you to focus on whether you are a brand new distributor or you're a presidential diamond. Nobody's going to make you successful. The only thing that's going to grow your business is you. Your team working is not what makes or break your business, okay? You bringing a new distributor in that's going to be a quote-unquote rock star is not going to make or break your business. You can bring in 10 new people in a month, and they all might quit on you the next week. So it's your job every single day, every single week, every single month to just bring in new people. If you brought in, 4 customers last month, that's awesome. Do it again. If you brought in 5 distributors last month, that's awesome. Do it again. You don't ever stop. Because if you do stop, your business will deteriorate and your check will go back to 0. I've seen it happen, okay? So this is something that you will get to a certain point where you can kind of pull back a little bit. But like I said, you have to get that plane off the runway. You have to get that plane off the runway and into cruising altitude. And cruising altitude is like 30,000 feet. It's pretty stinking high, right? So you think 30,000 feet is like Ambassador Diamond. That's about 30,000 a month, right? So say 30,000 feet, 30,000 a month, 36,000 a month is the average, okay? So when you get to Ambassador Diamond, you can kind of pull back a little bit. Is it going to be worth it when you get there? Absolutely. I've been doing this for over 4 years, you guys, and every second is worth it. Every tear is worth it. Every headache and every person that just makes me want to pull my hair out, all worth it. Every single time, because the freedom that I have provided for this family, for my family, that this has given to my family, has been worth every second. But my team does not make or break my success. If my entire team doesn't work for a month, I am still out there recruiting. I am still out there signing customers. And you guys need to know that. You need to know that if your team is sitting on their butts doing absolutely nothing, it's not your job to call them and text them and bug them and say, why aren't you working? Let's schedule some parties. Let's do this. Let's do that. Encourage them. Offer your hand to hold as you move forward, but you go out there and do it yourself. Okay?
Noelle, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll try to talk as loud as I can. I know I sound funny. But with that, even you guys, I've been sick ever since I got home from Florida. I don't know why. And yesterday I completely lost my voice and it's kind of coming back. But, I hear all the time, I've had a hard time, hard day, hard week, hard month. All of that, you guys, we all do. But what's important, like, I don't have a out of the home job. So I don't have anyone to push me to get up and get to work. I know a lot of you, some of you have jobs where you have to get up and, be at work by 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning. And, you decide if you're going to take a sick day or you're not. Well, I don't have that. I could stay in bed all day if I wanted to. But my business and my family are way more important than that. So I push forward anyways, whether I'm sick or not. In the last week, I've taken a little bit more time off just because some moments I can't even hardly hold my head up. But I'm here on this Zoom learning, so just you have to make your business a priority, like Noelle said, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's worth it in the end. You guys just push for it.
Awesome.
And I'm done talking because it hurts.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for hopping on. I know that we usually try to keep it light and fluffy, but honestly, I'd just rather be real with you guys because this can be a light and fluffy business or this can be a raw and real business. And I prefer to keep it raw and real because I want to see ultimately what is my goal for each of you. I want to be sitting in the front row as Mark Pentecost hands you that microphone and says, congratulations, Ambassador, you did it. I want to see every single one of you up there on that stage, and you're not going to get there by me patting you on the back. But I am offering you my hand, and I want to bring all of you straight to the top. And I'm super, super excited for those of you who hopped on. I'm so proud of you for taking that time and investing in your business today. Welcome back, Melinda. Thanks for hopping on with your baby in the car. So you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.